The movie starts by telling us that 300 years have passed since a great war ended. This war destroyed most of the world. Now, people from different countries live together on a giant spaceship floating above Earth. These people throw all their garbage down to the planet below. Finding Alita. One day, a scientist finds a special robot in the trash pile. This robot is different from others because it's part human and part machine. The scientist takes the robot home and fixes it perfectly by giving it a new body. When the robot wakes up the next day, it turns out to be female and is very happy to have a new body. The female robot asks the scientist many questions. Who am I? How did I get here? Where do I come from? The scientist doesn't know where she came from, so he can't answer these questions. He only tells her that when they found her, half of her body was broken, but her brain was still working fine. He explains that they fixed her by giving her a new human body. Learning about the world. The scientist shows the robot around their city. She gets very excited seeing everything. When she notices the spaceship in the sky, she asks what it is. The scientist explains that their city is the only one left after the Great War, and it's called the regular world. The spaceship above is called Sky City, where rich people live a peaceful and happy life. He tells her that everyone in their world works for the people in Sky City, and her name is now Alita, meeting Hugo. Alita soon meets a young man named Hugo. He likes her strong robotic body, and they become good friends. However, that same night, a girl is murdered in their city. There's a dangerous criminal who kills girls and sells their body parts for money. That night, Alita sees the scientist coming home with blood on his hands. This makes her think that maybe the scientist is the killer. The next day, the scientist's ex-wife visits him. During their conversation, we learn something important. The human body that Alita has actually belonged to the scientist's daughter, who had died. The scientist gave his daughter's body to Alita. The game in Sky City. Hugo invites Alita to watch a popular game in their city. Alita plays amazingly well and wins. Afterward, Hugo takes her to his favorite place, the roof of a tall building, where they can see the whole city and Sky City above. There's a huge pipe connecting the two places. Hugo tells Alita that everything that comes to Earth from Sky City comes through this pipe. He dreams of going to Sky City someday. When Alita asks what Sky City looks like, Hugo tells her something surprising. Since the scientist found her in garbage from Sky City, she probably came from there originally. But Alita can't remember anything about her past because she has lost her memory. The truth about the scientist. The next day, Alita follows the scientist when he leaves the house. She discovers that he's not a killer at all. He's actually a hunter-warrior. Hunter-warriors are people who catch and kill dangerous criminals. They bring the dead criminals to a factory and get money as a reward. While they're out, the real serial killer appears. This is the same person who has been murdering girls in the city. Alita bravely fights the killer and manages to defeat one of his partners. She and the scientist take the dead criminal's head to the factory and get $20 as a reward. The scientist's story. The scientist then tells Alita his story. He explains how he became a hunter-warrior. Long ago, he lived happily with his wife and daughter. One day, a robot that he had created broke into their house and kidnapped his daughter. The scientist was so angry that he destroyed his own robot. After this terrible event, he decided to become a hunter-warrior to fight against dangerous robots and criminals. Vector and new enemies. A man named Vector appears in the story. He's the person who organizes the racing game in the city. The scientist's ex-wife is now working with Vector because he promised to send her to Sky City. However, we learn that the scientist's wife is actually helping Vector trick people. The robot that Alita had damaged earlier goes to Vector and complains about her. Vector gets angry and tells the robot that its new mission is to capture Alita and bring her to him. The ancient ship. Hugo takes Alita to see the racing game, and tells her that whoever wins gets to go to Sky City. This makes Alita very excited. Then Hugo shows her an old ship that belonged to enemies from 300 years ago. When Alita sees the ship, she feels strangely attracted to it. Alita jumps into the water and swims to the ship. Inside, she finds a very advanced robotic body with powerful technology. She brings this body back to the scientist and asks him to replace her current body with this new one. But the scientist refuses because this body is too powerful and has built-in weapons. He's afraid that if Alita uses this body, she might become too dangerous and hurt innocent people. Becoming a hunter-warrior. Alita gets upset when the scientist refuses to help her. She decides to go to the factory and become a hunter-warrior herself. She goes to a club with Hugo where all the city's hunters gather. There, she tells everyone that they should work together to destroy Vector's robot because it's the one that has been killing people in the city. One of the hunters makes fun of Alita, saying she's too small to be a hunter-warrior. Alita gets angry and fights him, easily defeating him. All the other hunters are shocked by how strong she is. The big fight. Vector's robot suddenly appears at the club. The scientist's ex-wife has made it bigger and stronger. The robot attacks Alita, and they have a fierce fight. The robot runs away into a tunnel, and Alita chases after it. They continue fighting underground. In the end, the robot defeats Alita and badly damages her body. Hugo and the scientist arrive just in time to help fight the robot and make it run away. The scientist has no choice but to take Alita's broken body home and give her the powerful body she had found in the ship. The new body. When Alita wakes up the next morning, she feels great because her new body is very strong and has special abilities, including the power to create fire. She's very happy with her upgrade. Alita goes to show Hugo her new robotic body, and he's impressed by how powerful it looks. Hugo tells her that he really wants to go to Sky City, but he needs to earn points by either killing someone or winning the racing game. Hearing this, Alita does something amazing. She takes out her own robotic heart and offers it to Hugo. She tells him to sell it to get the points he needs. Her heart is very special and contains enough energy to power the entire city for months. But Hugo refuses to take it because he knows how important it is for her to stay alive. The plan. Instead, Hugo suggests that Alita should enter the racing game herself. He's confident she can win, and if she does, they can both go to Sky City together. Alita immediately agrees because she loves Hugo and wants to help him achieve his dream. Meanwhile, Vector hires hunters and criminals to kill Alita during the race. He offers 5 million points, enough to go to Sky City, to whoever can kill her. The hunter that Alita had beaten at the club is especially eager for revenge. Hugo in danger. The vengeful hunter decides to get back at Alita by targeting Hugo. He kills someone and then blames Hugo for the murder. Now Hugo is wanted as a criminal, and there's a bounty on his head. Alita is participating in the race when she gets a call from Hugo telling her he's in danger. She immediately leaves the race to save him. During the race, all the other participants had been trying to kill her, but she was fighting them off successfully. Tragedy strikes. Alita arrives just in time to fight the hunter who's threatening Hugo. She beats him badly, but by now the whole city knows that Hugo is wanted as a criminal. The police arrive and everyone demands that Hugo should be killed. Alita refuses to hurt Hugo, but the hunter attacks Hugo with a sword and mortally wounds him. Hugo is dying, and the scientist's ex-wife, who has now become good, suggests that they cut off Hugo's head so they can attach it to a robotic body and save his life. Alita follows this advice and takes Hugo's head to the scientist, who performs the operation and gives Hugo a new robotic body. Hugo comes back to life as a robot, just like Alita. The truth about Vector. The scientist tells Alita that Vector has been lying to everyone. He takes people's money and promises to send them to Sky City, but no regular person can actually go there. Only people who were originally from Sky City can return, and the winner of the racing game is the only exception. The scientist also reveals that he and his ex-wife were actually born in Sky City, and only came down to Earth to get medical treatment for their daughter. But then they got trapped and couldn't return. When Alita hears this, she becomes very angry and decides to kill Vector. The final battle with Vector, Alita goes to Vector's factory, where his machines attack her. But with her powerful new body, she easily destroys all the machines and robots. Just as she's about to kill Vector, his special robot appears and wounds her badly. Remembering the past. When Alita is injured and falls down, something amazing happens. She suddenly remembers her past. Her lost memory returns, and she realizes that she was once a warrior who fought in the Great War 300 years ago. All her friends and fellow warriors died in that war, and she was badly injured and thrown away as garbage. Alita remembers that her original mission was to kill the ruler of Sky City, who was responsible for the war and the death of all her friends. This memory makes her both sad and very angry. Victory and loss. With her memory restored, Alita becomes even more powerful. She destroys Vector's robot with her sword and then kills Vector himself. But then she gets a call from the scientist telling her that Hugo is climbing up the pipes to try to reach Sky City. Alita quickly climbs up after him and tries to convince him not to go, telling him that there's nothing good up there and they should live happily together in their world. Hugo agrees with her, but the ruler of Sky City has been watching them. He attacks them with a powerful weapon that destroys Hugo's robotic body. Alita tries to hold on to Hugo's hand, but she accidentally loses her grip, and Hugo falls to his death. The promise of revenge. Alita is heartbroken by Hugo's death and cries for her lost love. She then makes a decision. She will go to Sky City and kill its ruler to get revenge for Hugo's death and for all the suffering he has caused. The movie ends with Alita winning the racing game, which gives her the right to go to Sky City. She points her sword up toward Sky City and makes a threat to its ruler. "I am coming to kill you and get my revenge. I will make you suffer, and you won't want to live anymore." This is how the movie ends, setting up the story for a possible sequel where Alita will travel to Sky City to face her ultimate enemy.